Welcome to the Kenny Hack.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Kenny Hack. Doing another little rotary video. So to start with, kind of been playing here this weekend just with different cups. Now, like I said, I haven't done a lot of rotary projects. I kind of just went through the forums, seen what other people were making, kind of looked up their settings, what they were doing, and said, you know, I've only been doing this for a month or two. I'm going to just kind of use other people's information to kind of get a good start and hopefully a good place to go from. And typically when I look in the forums, doing these powder-coated stainless steel cups, they're typical tumblers. These are just generic brand ones got from Michael's. And they range from, these are like $8, these are $10. Now, I don't know if this method will work with every brand of tumbler. Everybody's powder coating is going to be a different thickness and maybe act different with the laser. But here's what I found with these ones. What I see mostly in the forums is typically speeds around 1,000 millimeters per minute, ranging from 70 to 90% power, very slow speeds, high power, kind of like the Norton method. And I figured, you know, hey, maybe these powder coatings are really thick. Maybe you have to go that slow to make it work. So I started off burning these big ones because you can set these up inside the rotary where it's nice and flat and burn on this big area. There's no real change in radius like there is on these where it has a taper to it and it'll kind of distort your image. So I started with these ones, and these were straight. I designed all the image, just drug it into Lightburn, traced it, and then did it as a fill. And each one of these, like this cup, doing this image that wraps probably about 3/4 of the way around the glass. This took just under an hour. This one here, doing this image of silhouettes, my usual Star Wars nerd stuff. This image here took about 50 minutes. Then I had a lot of room on the back, so I did another silhouette, just had Lightburn trace it, fill it. This image here took about 50 minutes. So I have almost 2 hours invested into that cup. And late last night, I thought, you know, I'd really like to try to do a full wrap. And I tried to set it up to where this seam would overlap and it'd be completely filled, but somewhere along the line, either the cup slipped slightly, and I've noticed on the start of my fills, a lot of times the very beginning of the image will get clipped off a little bit in the very start. I don't know why. Still working on that. But overall, you know, it come up a little bit short, and that was too big of a gap. I didn't really want to try to fill it in and make it look worse. So I kind of like that pattern, so I left it in there. But this one here, using 1,000 millimeters per minute, 85% power, had the white space scan turned on at 4,000, had a line fill, a line spacing of 0.075 lines per millimeter. This cup took 6.5 hours to burn all of that image. And if you've seen my channel, for me that's like pulling teeth. It's like, I really like the cup, but there's no way possible I would offer to make this for somebody. There's no way I could ever get them to pay me for all that laser time. Taking 6 hours to burn a cup. I'd like to get $100 for that cup. I'm never going to get it. I'd be lucky to get half of that. If I could get somebody to pay me $50 for this, I'd be amazed. You know, so it's just too slow. And I was like, well, you know, it's fun. I could do that for personal use. I could do that, you know, for maybe a gift, something where I have all day to burn, set it up, let it go. and time really isn't a factor, but to try to make something to sell, that's just too long of a burn to be sellable and make a decent profit for your time. So today I finally grabbed a waste cup and tried to see how fast I could really speed up this process. And you can see a bunch of little burned out squares here. This is where I started. And I started off with my 1,000 millimeters per minute, 85% power, which is kind of the max power I like to run. And kind of played with the line spacings. I ended up staying with like a 0.08 or 318 millimeter or DPI. Just kind of that's high as I like to go. You can see all these different squares. And I just kept stepping up the speed higher and higher and seeing how much it took to scrub the soot off. Now at these low speeds, where everybody else is typically running, it has really heavy soot after you get done burning. You got to take some cleaner, a magic eraser, and kind of give it a good hard scrubbing to get that soot off. And when I seen that, I thought, you know, to me that looks like it's overburning. I'm burning way hotter than I need to. It's like typically when you burn off paint, either it comes completely off by itself or just a light brushing will remove it. If I have to take a magic eraser to this to get that soot off, I'm burning so hot it burns the paint off, and then it's re-burning and kind of re-melting the paint and reattaching the soot back to the can, and that's what I'm scrubbing off. So I just kept stepping it up, and I started off doing like 300 millimeters at a minute, just slowly stepping it up to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Then I jumped to 7,000, then 9,000, and said, heck, I'm going to 9,900. And I was even at 9,900, I was burning it, take a light little rag, wipe it right off. It was right to bare metal, to where I'm at, with my Ortur LaserMaster 2 Pro, I'm at 9,900 speed, basically the fast as you can make that thing run. And I'm down to around 75% power. It's kind of what I'm playing with right now. I might be able to go less, but I'm getting decent enough results, and I'll show you an image here after I'm all done with my spiel here. So this is a real-time video of burning a photo, and I believe this one is running the newsprint dither, which is like the only dither you can run and actually maintain the full 9,900 millimeters per minute. All the other dithers will slow down the machine. Here's what the final image looked like. It's about a 4-inch by 4-inch image. Took about 20 minutes to run on there. I'm still kind of playing with how the image gets skewed to try to make it look a little more square on these tapered mugs, but you can see it come out pretty well. Here's just a view of the same mug. I believe this one here I was using the dither setting on the dithers, and this one took 30 minutes to run. So that's how much time it'll slow you down choosing the higher detailed dithers. So I always recommend, if speed is what you're after, learn how to use newsprint. It's the only one that can run at the full speed the machine can run. Here's a close-up of one of the large tumblers. Now this image took me 50 minutes, a little over 50 minutes to run at the 1,000 speed. When I recalced it using the 9,900 speed, it had only taken about 16 minutes. So now that's getting down to where that I can give a competitive price to make that mug. And same with this one. This one went from a 6.5 hour burn. If I'd have done it at 9,900 speed, I'd have been down to maybe just a little over an hour is all it's calculating out to be. And that's still pretty long, but at least it's getting in the realm. I might be able to charge a reasonable price for it. Here's another 3D optical illusion piece that I ran while I was sitting here by my laser editing this video, just something else to throw in. It's a full wrap, and instead of 6.5 hours, this one only took
about an hour. Once again, that's pretty long for laser time. But even a full wrap like that for an hour, if I'm charging 20 bucks for the hour of my laser time and could sell this mug for 30 bucks, I'd be still making about 20 bucks for it over the $7, $8 cost of the mug. That's still pretty decent. I'd be happy with that. So I think I'll end this video by another loop of this video, just because I really like how this 3D effect transitions as it narrows down and then rolls into another, almost looks like another can coming out of it. It looks right there. That transition's really cool. I like that one. But anyways, I hope you found this informative. Please like and subscribe, share, and we'll see everybody on the next video.